Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Armageddon. Today we're going to be trying this week's Midweek Magic event, which is Phantom Golden Sealed. So we open 12 golden booster packs, so that's all rares and mythic rares. Make a 40 card deck with basic lands, plus any lands that we want that we open, and play some games. And for our first 3 victories, we get an individual card reward of at least rare rarity for the first 2 victories, and a mystery cosmetic for the third. So let's start and see what we open. And of course, since the event is free, we don't get to keep the cards that we open. Alright, so some interesting options. Greed's Gambit. I think Lucky Offering is a rare from Foundation, so we might have opened one of those, although there's no telling. And then the bird from Murders at Karlov Manor that can switch control of permanents, I think is also rare. So maybe we'll be able to have some fun with Greed's Gambit, but I doubt it. Doubling Season, we've got 2 of those, so hopefully we'll have something that creates tokens or puts counters on things, like a Planeswalker would be nice. Anyway, so I think what we'll do is I'll just go ahead and go off camera to build the deck, and then we'll show off the deck and get into some gameplay. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, so this is the build I've decided on. I didn't have much fixing, so only going with 2 colors. Golgari, black-green. We've got a couple Planeswalkers, Ashiok and Liliana to go with our doubling season, and then Quilled, Great Worm, and Omnivorous Flytrap also synergize with doubling season. We've got a couple early creatures like 2 versions of Tiny Bones and Homicide Investigator as cheap blockers. Scrawling Crawler for card draw that also slowly drains the opponent. Loot for card advantage. Watley finds us a land. Matt Zelantley, probably going to just use this for its draw discard ability. 2 copies of Leyline Axe, so that'll be good. 2 Spinners of Souls. We don't have much removal. Basically, we have Liliana's -4 ability and Blasphemous Edict, and that's it. But the only way we could have played more removal is if we had splashed removal in, and I don't think that that would have worked out too well, because that would have stretched our mana base too far, because we didn't have dual lands for fixing. So we're going to go with this, and we'll see how we do. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. On the play, so I think it's fine that we don't have a play until turn 3, and then we've got a Leyline Axe in our opening hand, and doubling season. Both our colors in terms of lands, so I think this is keepable. And absolutely, we will put Leyline Axe on the battlefield. Alright, Blasphemous Edict. Opponent leads with Swamp. Plays Tiny Bones Bauble Burglar. Spinner of Souls can profitably block Tiny Bones. Watley cannot. So I think we lead with Spinner of Souls, and then next turn, if we don't hit our land drop, we'll play Watley. Get a second forest. And then opponent can enable Tiny Bones' activated ability next turn, assuming they hit their land drop. So we could equip Leyline Axe next turn. Opponent plays a Rabo. Alright, we didn't draw land. So I think we play Watley. Now the only problem is we don't have any way of transforming Watley, so she's kind of done her thing. And then I think we'll leave it for now. There are not too many cats at rare, I don't think, so Arabo's not likely to trigger too many more times. Lotus Ring. Alright. Land 5, that's good. So I could equip Leyline Axe, play Homicide Investigator. I could also play Doubling Season, but I don't have any... Actually, I do have reason to play Doubling Season because it doubles the clue tokens made by Homicide Investigator. I think we probably need to start going on the offensive here. So we'll equip Leyline Axe to Watley, play Homicide Investigator, attack with Watley. Opponent chumps with a Rabo, reconsiders. Alright, Authority of the Consuls. If I double block, I lose both creatures. It does get rid of a Rabo. And then both Homicide, Investigator, and Spinner of Souls will trigger. Now, opponent does have 3 mana, but in order to add 3 mana, they have to sacrifice a Rabo. Opponent holding priority either for a Rabo or for assigning blockers. So it is a bit too bad we didn't get Doubling Season down before we played Homicide Investigator. Opponent possibly disconnected, possibly not sure what to do here. Maybe they didn't expect I was going to block. And then we've got Blasphemous Edict, just in case. Alright, opponent might have disconnected, which is a little too bad. We get a clue token from Homicide Investigator, and Spinner of Souls reveals Quilled Greatworm. Sadly, we don't draw land 6 for it. I could play Spinner of Souls, sacrifice the clue token, try and hit my land drop. I think I like that. We'll attack first. So sadly, it does seem like opponent's disconnected here. Alright, we get a free win. So let's see what our individual card board is. Gems from Wilds of Eldraine. Alright. On we go. On the draw, we've got Tiny Bones on 2, Scrawling Crawler on 3, which make it easier for us to hit our land drops for Doubling Season Runescar Demon. Tiny Bones can enable himself as a mana sink. So I think we keep this. Opponent leads with Swamp. We draw land 4, that's pretty good. No turn 1 play. Alright, opponent is Grixis colors, plays Thundering Falls. Draw Quilled Greatworm. Opponent 4 colors, plays Unstoppable Slasher. Okay, that's going to be a problem. We might have to trade Scrawling Crawler for the Slasher here. Otherwise, I take 2 and then lose half my life total. So we don't get to draw an extra card off Crawler. Oh my goodness, opponent. And unfortunately, we've drawn all of our expensive spells. I don't have exile-based removal. Opponent plays Valkyrie's Call. Alright. So, with Doubling Season, Liliana is going to be able to ultimate. And I would have had to have activated Tiny Bones as a sorcery, but I think I needed him to chump. Alright. We go down to 9. Loot. Loot's going to have to chump here. But we're still going to go down to, let's see, 7, 3. Oh, we're just dead here. Oh well. Alright. Well, that was unlucky. Anyway. Opponent had a pretty good deck. On we go. On the play, we've got Tiny Bones into Spinner of Souls, Blasphemous Edict, just in case, and Liliana has some top end. Only one Swamp. So we'll have to hopefully draw either Huatli or Swamp number 2 by turn 5. But I think this is a keep. And then we'll see if we have time to activate Tiny Bones Bobble Burglar here. Opponent is with Cavern of Souls. Name's Elf. Don't draw a land, unfortunately. We draw Ashiok, Wicked Manipulator. Also double black. Opponent plays Sharp-Eyed Rookie on 2. We draw Swamp. That's good. So we could bluff an attack. Opponent takes it, so we got in a free point of damage. I'm not actually sure if there are any combat tricks at rare. Opponent plays Ornery Tumblewag. So we might be using Blasphemous Edict here. At least Sharp-Eyed Rookie didn't trigger. And then I think we leave Spinner of Souls back. And since I don't have anything else to do, we'll activate Tiny Bones. We have to activate him as a sorcery. Alright, so opponent discards land, plays Vanifar. Alright, so we'll block Sharp-Eyed Rookie here. And then I think we're going to have to play Blasphemous Edict on our turn. Take 3 from Ornery Tumblewag. So we only got a land off Tiny Bones. Doubling Season. But we'll play said land. And then I guess we Blasphemous Edict. It was Sire of 7 Death, so that was lucky. Plays Gitrog. Draw land. Unfortunately, while I would love to save Liliana till after Doubling Season, I think we need to get rid of the Gitrog here.
I am the master here. You've reached an undead end.
Hope opponent doesn't have another haste creature. Bristlebud Farmer. Now that does have trample. And we are out of removal.
I do quite enjoy necromancy.
Probably should have played Doubling Season first, because then I would have put an extra loyalty counter on Liliana. Eshik's minus ability is only really good if you've activated Ashiok a few times. One has their own Ashiok.
A beautiful nightmare. My nightmares will take care of you.
It's Mossborn Hydra. We at least draw, even though we lose Liliana, we draw a card.
Fine.
Galta.
Oh, time to wake up and smell the decay.
Probably our worst draw.
Dreamer and sculptor, partners in the art of battle.
Oh. I meant to take Watley. There's Hydra. So I have to remember how Ashok's ability works. Opponent attacks me. Well, even if we play Galta, we would need to be able to recur Blasphemous Edict. Leyline Axe.
So much
Oh, Great Worm. Oh, and we did it again. Alright, let's just let opponent kill us here.
Such enticing thoughts.
Alright, well that Bristleblood Farmer did us in. Better luck next time. On we go. Okay. Well, that sometimes happens in Midweek Magic, because there's no pressure. So, I guess we get our free win. That was kind of too bad. Let's see what we get for our card reward. Enduring Tenacity, part of a life gain combo in Standard. Alright, on we go. Alright, on the draw, we've got 3 lands, and it happened again. Well, okay. Well, so unfortunately, the only games we actually got to play were to get our wins, were freebies, pretty much all of them, and so the only other games that we played where we actually played the games, we lost both of them. So while I usually wrap up the video after I get the 3 wins, I think we'll try one more game and hope we actually get to play it. And we'll leave it in win or lose. Anyway, let's see what our mystery cosmetic is. Alright. So we'll try again, and hopefully we'll actually get to play, and hopefully win a game. On we go. On the play, we've got Leyline Axe in our opening hand, only swamps, but all the cards in our hand are black. So I think we'll keep this. Darkstar Augur could be a problem, because we do have some expensive spells, and I don't have life gain. So I don't think I want to cast this with Offspring. But I think we keep this. Alright, we draw land 4, and it's a green source, so that's great. Opponent leads with Plains. We'll lead with Homicide Investigator on 2. Draw another land. Opponent has no turn to play. Do I play Darkstar Augur or equip Leyline Axe? I guess we play the Augur. So we'll attack with the Investigator. And we also, drawing another forest, if we had to draw a land, wasn't bad. And of course we hit a 7-drop with Darkstar Augur and not the land. Back with the Augur. Plays discards Scrawling Crawler. Plays land 4. Adventures Kellen. Plays Sanguine Evangelist. Alright, we hit land off Darkstar Augur and draw another land, so we're kind of flooding out here. Alright. Now, opponent can hit us back for a fair amount of damage with Sanguine Evangelist. I think we'll equip Homicide Investigator. And leave Hostile Investigator back to block. Opponent takes it. Opponent goes down to 8. Opponent 3 colors. Plays Island. Plays Kellen. Makes another gnome. It's land off the map token. It's a Johnny Collar of the Pride, so Johnny is going to be a problem. But they'd bin it. Interesting. Alright, so they attack. That's 2, 4, 8, 9, 10. And in order to get the bonus, they have to attack with the Sanguine Evangelist. So I can still afford to block Sanguine Evangelist with Hostile Investigator. Opponent does not attack. We'll draw with our clue. A Doubling Season. Darkstar Augur hits land. Alright. So I think we move Leyline Axe over to Hostile Investigator. Opponent goes down to 3. And then I could play Motzalantli, but I think we'll move Axe over to Homicide Investigator. Alright, so well, we've been lucky after hitting Runescarred Demon with Darkstar Augur, we've only hit lands. And that's enough. Alright, so Leyline Axe proved to be the game-winning card, so having 2 copies of those proved to be more important than having the Doubling Season. So I think our deck was probably a little too fair, and that I didn't have any busted rares or mythics that can win you games on the spot. And only having the 1 removal spell was definitely a drawback. But fortunately for us, we mostly faced players who disconnected or obviously did not like their opening hand and didn't want to mulligan down to 6. And then this game, we also lucked out in facing an opponent who was also not playing, or at least didn't draw, their busted cards. I guess we can see what they milled with Lumra here. They did have Coma, which they could have cast. Zimone Paradox Sculptor's pretty good. If I'd been there, I probably would have kept a Johnny. Growing Rights of Itlamok is fine. Anyway, nothing super crazy. Lumra's pretty good. Although the downside of playing Lumra using Nexus of Becoming is that Lumira doesn't have the ability where his power and toughness is equal to the number of lands you control. Although that wouldn't have mattered in this case because we could have just put the Leyline Axe on the Darkstar Augur. So it could attack past the bat and we would have dealt lethal damage even if Lumira had been a big blocker. So Leyline Axe, definite MVP. Alright, so that'll do it for the gameplay for this event. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously, we don't get to see Golden Sealed in regular events, so you're never going to normally play with this many rares except maybe in a cube draft. And I'm sure that if they ever did a Golden Sealed event where you kept the cards you opened in your sealed packs, it would be very expensive. But that might be kind of neat. Great way to build up your collection. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. You didn't get to see the other cards I had in my pool, so you won't be able to suggest different builds. But if you thought I should have made any different plays, not that we had many games to work with, let me know in the comments. Thanks again. Have a good one. Bye.